What's going on, guys? Mr. Strader again, and today I have a very fun activity that I want to talk to you about. So today you guys are going to be designing your very own PE obstacle course. Now, the hope and the plan for you guys was that you guys can get out and active within the next couple of days because we have the weather on our side. I think that this activity works better if you can get outside. If you can't, you can modify it and do it indoors, but this one works really well if you have some extra space on your hands, okay? So I have already gone ahead and created my very own obstacle course that I'm going to show you guys as an example of what you can do. But at the end of the day, I don't know what equipment you guys have at home, but really you guys are going to be able to create whatever you want it to be for yourself. So there are some things that I'm going to ask that you have included in your obstacle course today. So the first thing that I want you guys to include would be 3 different types of locomotor movements. So locomotor movements, if in case you forgot, would be something like hopping, skipping, galloping, could be walking, running. But you have to include at least 3 different locomotor movements into your PE obstacle course. I'm going to ask that you guys come up with some sort of what I'm going to call an over and under section. So something that you're going to have to climb over, something that you're going to have to go underneath. Now, with that being said, whatever you guys choose for your objects to go under and over, please make sure that everything you're doing is safe. Make sure that you're in a safe space and you're not going way off the ground if you're choosing to go over something. And if you're going underneath something, make sure that it's something that's stable, that's not going to fall on top of you. I'm going to ask that you include 2 different exercise stations into your PE obstacle course. So at these 2 stations, it's almost like a quick pit stop where you're going to stop and do a certain amount of activities before you move on to the next station. So this could be something like stopping and doing 10 mountain climbers before you can continue on, stopping and doing maybe 15 jumping jacks. I'm not going to put a number on it for you. Those are just some examples, but you can kind of pick and choose how many you want to do at each station and for how long. And then the last piece that I'm going to ask that you include, this is something that's going to be more open-ended, and this is where, again, I don't know what you guys have at home, but if there are other things that you can add into your obstacle course that are maybe a little bit more unique, something that not everybody is going to have, feel free to add that in as well. So for example, in my obstacle course, you're going to see that there's a target game where you're going to have to throw like a football into a target. Now, not everybody's going to have that, but maybe you have something else lying around like a basketball hoop, like a mini hoop that you can set up. So if there's any sort of skills-based activity that's more sport-specific, such as, football, frisbee, whatever, you can add that in as part of your course as well. Another thing that would be an option, and you don't have to do this, but if you do have, say, sidewalk chalk and you're choosing to do your obstacle course on a driveway, or mine's set up on my back deck because I don't have, my driveway at my house is very steep, so the obstacle course wouldn't work well for something like that. But if you do have a surface where you can use chalk, then you can add in, signs and things in terms of what you're supposed to be doing at each station, just to kind of help remind you what you're supposed to be doing as you go through your course. Now, for those of you that maybe have a sibling at home, or maybe your parents want to get involved with this, if you want to make it into a challenge, you can totally do that. So what I would do, get something where you can keep time, and then you can make it into a timed obstacle course. Maybe challenge your brother, your sister, mom, or dad to see if maybe they can time you first, and then maybe somebody else can go second to see if somebody can beat your time at that point. But again, you don't have to do that, but it might be a fun option to try. So in a minute, I'm going to take you guys outside so you can see what my course looks like, and then it'll kind of give you some more ideas of what you can do with your course at home. But before I take you outside and show you everything, I do want to let everybody know that I'm going to try something new at the end of this activity. So when you're done with this activity, there's going to be a few questions that I'm going to have you complete online. You'll find the link posted with the YouTube video on Google Classroom. So when you're done with this activity, just go online. Remember to answer those few questions. Just going to give me some feedback on how you did with this. And more than anything, I just want to know if you liked it, maybe you didn't like it, and what you're enjoying out of this so far. All right, guys, so let's head outside. It's a beautiful day right now. Hopefully you're watching this video and doing this on a day that's really nice. Like I said, I think this works better outside. But at any rate, I do have a helper with me today that's going to help me through this course. So let's head outside and let's have some fun. All right, guys, so here we are outside. Beautiful day out. Hopefully you guys are doing this on a nice day as well. I'm going to quickly just walk you through the course, and then I'll actually show you the course and what it would look like if you were to do it. So right now we're at the start line, and at the start line we're going to have, at least on my course, a scooter station, okay? So you'd have to take your scooter, and at the start line you'd go all the way down to where this end line is here. Then I have a hopping station, and we would hop, hitting the spots all the way down to the end. Now I put stop signs down where I have my 2 exercise stations. So you would stop here, you would do 10 jumping jacks. Then you're gonna follow the arrows, gallop all the way down to the next line, and then you're gonna jump from circle to circle all the way down to the end. So here we have our second exercise station. So we'd stop here and do 10 mountain climbers. Then I would walk following the zigzag pattern all the way down to the end. Now my over object isn't huge, but as you'll see, my son can't really step over a lot of bigger things, so we're going to use this lovely unicorn as our over. So we would step over that. We would go underneath the hammock here, and then my finish line is going to be a football station. We're going to have to throw a football at the target and land it inside. Now, like I said, you could time this out if you chose to, if you want to make it a little bit more competitive. And I'm tight on space at our house. Like I said, I couldn't use our driveway because our driveway is just too steep. But feel free to expand off of this. So again, make it your own. You can make it as long as you would like. So if you want to add more elements than what you're seeing in mine, feel free. You obviously, if you have more space, you can make each part a little longer as well. But this at least gives you a good idea of what you could do with yours. Okay, so in the next part here, I'm going to show you what the course would look like if you were to actually run it. All right, so we're going to show you the course. I have my helper here, Tanner. Are you ready to go?
Yeah!
Okay, and Everly might make an appearance. She's not really doing the course, but you'll probably see her at some point. Ready?
Ready.
Set, and go. Scoot all the way down to the line, buddy. Good job. Okay, let's get off the scooter. Good job. Let's leave that here. And now we're going to hop from spot to spot. Good job. Come on, Tan. Hop, hop, hop. Try to go on one foot. Hit every spot. There you go. Good job. All right, we got to stop. 10 jumping jacks. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got to gallop down to the line. Ready, go. Gallop, gallop, gallop. Good job. Okay, you know what to do. Jump 2 feet. Go. Try to land in each spot. Try to land in each spot. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Jump, jump. Okay, we got to do 10 mountain climbers. Ready, set, and go. 1, like this, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got to walk the line. Remember, follow the zigzags, Tan. Just like this. Follow the zigzags all the way down. Okay, you ready? We got to go over the unicorn. Step over the unicorn. You got it, bud. Nice job. Okay, let's go under. Our football guy's down. Okay, the big finish, Tan. You got to throw the football into the guy. Land it in the target. All right, high fives. Nice job, buddy. All right, so that's our course. All right, guys, I hope you had fun with that. I hope you guys got some really good ideas as to what you can do with your course at home. Remember, make the course challenging. Have fun with it. But the biggest thing, make sure that it is safe, okay? Again, I always mention this in class, but safety is my #1, so just make sure you guys are safe. When you're done and you've had a chance to try out your course, please remember to go online, Google Classroom, look for that question link. It should be posted with the video, and answer those couple of questions for me. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. And I hope you guys are all well, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Take care.